Okay, yeah, I forgot to mention this before. I got distracted with the ancestral plane thing. Okay, yes. So she only took one heart-shaped herb and she fed it to Black Panther. So now there's no heart-shaped herb. Everything else was burned. Would have been great if she grabbed like a couple, then you could give one to T'Challa, one to either T'Challa or whoever, then you could have another one to like regrow the garden. But it's all gone now. It's all been burned. So there's never going to be another Black Panther now after T'Challa, unless the Black Panther god appears again to lead them to a new herb so they can regrow the garden. But yeah, it seems a shame that there's not going to be any more Black Panthers after this.
Are you done? Are you done?
I'm an M'Baku fan. I really do like this guy.
You know I could use an army as well.
I bet you could. But no.
We both know the power of vibranium. If Killmonger gains control of it, who do you think he will come for next?
Now, M'Baku here, he hasn't actually met Killmonger yet. He hasn't seen him or spoken to him, or he doesn't really know that much about him. And it's interesting to think about who would win a fight between Killmonger and him. That'd be a really cool fight. I'd love to see that. But the choice to not get involved that he's making here is kind of similar to the choice that T'Challa in the first half of the movie made to not get involved in the rest of the world. So T'Challa's in a way kind of arguing with his past self here, trying to convince him as to why it's necessary to get involved. He doesn't really bring up a lot of great arguments. Maybe because he knows M'Baku wouldn't listen, but M'Baku eventually does change his mind, and I'm not too sure about why. Maybe M'Baku hears enough about Killmonger that he thinks T'Challa's still preferable, lesser of two evils or something. Or maybe he's just worried about what will happen to Wakanda as a whole under Killmonger. Any of which, I guess, is entirely possible. I love how, like, over the tunnel leading down to the Vibranium, there's a big Black Panther statue. So after Infinity Wars, now that M'Baku is probably going to be running Wakanda, do you reckon they're going to replace that Black Panther statue with a big gorilla? That'd be wonderful.
Look at this. A handheld sonic cannon, powerful enough to stop a tank. Untraceable by metal detectors.
I like that he points out they're untraceable by metal detectors, because we saw earlier in the movie in Korea, they walk right through a metal detector and it doesn't go off. So that's detail, attention to detail there. I like that.
He leaves.
Wakabi, man, kill this clown.
Wakabi, the challenge is not complete.
Okay, now, this is important because the reason why T'Challa's right-hand woman, the guard chick, I wish I could remember her name, the reason why she is now able to switch sides is because, since the challenge is not over, her switching sides would not be a betrayal of Killmonger as king, because he's technically not the king anymore. Technically, it's still T'Challa. So it's just speaks a lot to her character that as much as she would like to overthrow Killmonger, she cannot without like due process, without legitimate reasons.
For the tribe!
So Mr. Get Out, he doesn't care. I guess he figures the ends justify the means. I mean, Killmonger's doing what he wanted to do all along, so he's like, let's just kill him. You know, it occurs to me, like, you know how Killmonger's got every scar for a kill? Would have been cool to see him, like, putting an extra scar for where he thinks he killed T'Challa. And then when he's fighting these other guards, he can be like, I got some space on my back for you. You know, or some line like that. That would have been good.
No!
Oh dear, here we go. CGI rhinos. Ouch! That's gotta hurt. How'd she have time to put that face paint on? Did she do it in the elevator? Nah, she's probably got some gadget. She just waves it over her face and it just goes bloop 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 bloop.
What's up, princess?
You'll never be a true king.
Okay, that's he's truly lost it here. I mean, I know he's a cold-blooded killer, but she is technically his cousin, you know? I mean, yeah, I guess he's just got the whole bloodlust thing going on, but yeah, he's ready to spear her. That's really cold. Really cold. Wouldn't you want to keep her around for like the technology thing? I mean, even if she's not gonna willingly do it, you know, you could coerce her into doing it, get her to build all the stuff for you. But T'Challa's got to get his heroic moment of saving her there, so let's just have him try to stab her. Spider-Man, Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Oh no, that was a moment even lifted directly from X-Men when they're fighting on the Statue of Liberty. Come on, guys, really?
Shuri!
You know, it's also convenient that they've got these masks which can disappear and reappear at will, so that you can always show the actor's face whenever you feel like it. That was always a problem with Spider-Man. They always wanted to show Tobey Maguire's face, so they'd always find excuses to like have half of the mask ripped off, or he just pulled it off for some crazy reason. But with this, they could just make it disappear, do some acting, reappear again. And it works.
Nah, I learned from my enemies. Beat them at their own game.
You have become them! You will destroy the world, Wakanda included!
The world took everything away from me.
And there's the imbalance that we talked about earlier with his dad. His dad still had the balance of he wanted to correct the injustice but to build a better world, whereas Killmonger here, because he's only seen the bad side, he hasn't seen Wakanda, he hasn't seen his homeland, he just wants to burn everything down.
Witness the might of the Jabari. First time.
So M'Bako's had a change of heart. He's decided to get involved. I wonder if he was just sort of hanging back, watching to see how the battle goes, and once he realized they weren't doing too well, then he decides to jump in.
Shuri, I've lost one of them, but two are on my tail.
Okay, this is getting a little bit Phantom Menace-y with all the different stuff going on. We got the battle, we got the purple versus yellow Panther fight, and now we've got this bit in the the video game ship thing. Yeah, if they just had one more storyline going on, this would be full Phantom Menace. Oh yeah, did forgot to mention that the Rhino stopped because Get Out and the bald chick are apparently in a relationship, so like the Rhino knows her? Yeah, I think a lot of us did notice that.
Would you kill me, my love?
For Wakanda. Without question.
Yeah, I believe she would too. I believe she would. You know, this Get Out guy, he's kind of like a little mini Killmonger in a way, because like what's really motivating Killmonger is getting revenge for the wrong that was done to him as a kid. And yeah, Mr. Get Out, he's pretty much the same. Like he's upset about his parents dying, so he wants revenge on the rest of the world for that. I guess it makes sense, he followed Killmonger. It's interesting to think about. If the battle had not been turning, would he have surrendered? I don't think so, because he did have them surrounded earlier and he was willing to kill them if they didn't drop their weapons, including his girlfriend. So yeah, he's just making a good strategic choice. He's just like, yeah, we're not going to win anyway, so I'm going to surrender. So the emotional music and him looking over the battlefield as if he's like, what have I done? I think is somewhat unearned. I like that he stabs him in one of the openings in his suit and you start to see it like close back and form around the knife. Like that was pretty cool. Again, the convenient mask disappearing in order to get the acting, the emotion from the face.
Hell of a move.
Really was, wasn't it? So T'Challa always was a better fighter because he did have the opportunity to kill him at the challenge when he said yield, and eventually he did get the win. So yes, T'Challa is legitimately the better Black Panther, but hopefully he learns his lesson in future and realizes that when the chips are down, you can't hold back.
Just bury me in the ocean with my ancestors that jumped from the ships, because they knew death was better than bondage.
Defiant to the end. That's Killmonger there. Everything or nothing. Conquer or die. Only a Sith deals in absolutes though. Such a shame that Killmonger had to die. He's a really cool villain. Would have been great to see him again. Do you reckon there's a chance they can make it that Black Panther did sort of sneak him off and sneakily have him healed? I guess, could they maybe use vibranium to heal him? They couldn't use any of the herbs. There aren't any left. Because there are rumors that he's going to make an appearance again in Black Panther 2, but he could be in the ancestral plane thingamajig. But while Killmonger ended up in the end without a doubt being the villain, there's still some important lessons that he did teach T'Challa here. He taught him, as we spoke about, to not hold back, to not hesitate when you're fighting your opponent. But I think most importantly, and it connects with the larger theme of the movie, is his interaction with Killmonger is really the reason why he decides to open up Wakanda at the end of the movie. Because in the same kind of way that his father turned his back on baby Killmonger and didn't bring him back to Wakanda with him, didn't help him out, and Killmonger then turned into this big problem later on that came back to haunt them, in the same kind of way, Wakanda turning its back on the world has created certain problems which he believes will come back and haunt them later on. I tend to disagree. I don't think they will. I think remaining hidden is probably a wise choice. And, you know, if you want to help people, you can still help people without revealing Wakanda's secret. I mean, like, set up some front charity company and make it look like it's part of another country or something like that so it doesn't lead back to Wakanda. You can still help people if that's what you want to do. Just don't reveal Wakanda to the rest of the world. Because as Vision pointed out in Age of Ultron, their power, their very presence invites challenge. Challenge invites conflict. So in an indirect way, the Avengers invite chaos and destruction and challenge, and it's that old comic book idea that the hero, in a way, creates his own villains. So likewise, Wakanda opening up to the world and letting everyone know they have all this amazing technology invites challenge. It would start pretty much a new arms race, everyone trying to match the level of technology that they have. So yeah, it might actually be best for the rest of the world to keep your weaponry and your technology under wraps. Yeah, see, Wakanda does have just one city by the looks of things. Yeah, I thought it would have had more. Like, I mean, it's a whole country. I thought it would have been bigger, had more cities. But nope, apparently just the one. I like the way they blend the city in with the natural surroundings. So it's not like a contrast between here's nature and here's the city. They kind of blend together. Even in amongst the city, you can see they've got grass and trees and stuff like growing around the cities. I really like that. You see, M'Baku was in the throne room there. I would be interested to hear the conversation that he and T'Challa would have had after that battle. He'd be like, hey, thanks, M'Baku, for coming and saving me at the end of it. And M'Baku would be like, well, if I had to guess, he'd be like, yeah, I didn't do it for no reason. You owe me a favor now, and this is the favor. And he'd demand something. Yeah, I would have liked to have seen that scene. Give me your sister's hand in marriage. That'd be great.
This will be the first Wakanda International Outreach Center. Now, Kia will oversee the social outreach. You will spearhead the science and information exchange.
Okay, so here's the interesting solution they put forward to the dilemma of the film, basically. Should they open themselves to the rest of the world? Should they take in refugees? Should they not? And this was the third option that I talked about earlier. He didn't keep Wakanda closed. He didn't open Wakanda and let refugees in. And he also didn't, well, the movie didn't bring refugees in and then have no problems occur, which is what I was thinking was going to happen. Instead, he thinks Wakanda will still remain Wakanda, but we're going to help people, not by bringing them into Wakanda, but by helping them in the places they already are. A very good idea. I think certain other great men have had similar ideas. But that's not the only reason this scene is in the movie at the end here. I think there's a clue for perhaps a way that Killmonger might return in a way. Let's see. Why are they focusing so much on this young man? Why is he getting special attention? Could he be Killmonger's son? Well, Killmonger did have a girlfriend, and he never said he didn't have a son. And remember how T'Challa was upset that Killmonger was abandoned? So if theoretically Killmonger did have a son, T'Challa would not make the same mistake that his dad made and just leave him there. He'd come and find him and get him and take him and raise him in Wakanda as his own. And am I crazy, or does like his persona, his body movements, the way he talks, is it kind of a little bit Killmonger-ish? Even his hair has kind of got the, well, I mean, he doesn't exactly have braids or anything, but his hairstyle looks a little bit reminiscent of Killmonger, wouldn't you say?
Hey, yo, this yours? Who are you?
My name's T'Challa. I'm your uncle. I'm going to take you to Wakanda with me. Jump in the spaceship, kid. That's what he should say. That's what I was expecting him to say. And it's probably what he will say in Black Panther 2. But alas, not in this movie. Damn you, cuts! So there we go, guys. I have no idea how this is going to go. I could be murdered with copyright strikes for doing this. I really hope I'm not, though. I'll chop it in lots of little pieces so that if certain sections get hit with copyright, I can at least monetize the other ones. But I hope it works out, because I really enjoyed doing this, and I'd love to do it with more. Like, there's another Predator movie coming up. I'd love to do one of this with the original Predator. Oh, I love that movie. So if you made it all the way to the end of this, I congratulate you. Listening to me drone on with my weird contradictory ramblings on and on. So thanks for watching, guys. I am Bandit. This is Bandit Incorporated. Until next time, I will see you guys in the comments.